Okay, so an Eagle player added this offseason might find himself not making a team. Meanwhile, the latest Eagle rumor continues to heat up. So much to break down, including the extension that needs to happen that nobody's talking about. And CJ Gardner Johnson just said that the Eagles will never win a Super Bowl without him. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and it's the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with our Philadelphia Eagles, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any. So real quick, I want to start this video by wishing all the great dads out there a happy Father's Day. It's not always easy. However, there's no greater joy than being a dad. So I want to say one more time, happy Father's Day, especially to the Eagle dads. Moving on to the rumor that just won't go away. Word on the Birds tweeted yesterday, Cody Benjamin of CBS Sports predicts the Eagles to sign cornerback JaireAlexander to a 1-year, $16 million deal. How do you feel about that? What's your immediate thoughts? To me, $16 million for a guy who's missed as much time as JaireAlexander is too high. Although, if you do make the investment, if he's healthy, great, because he is a difference maker at the position when healthy. If not, well, then you got the guys you already kind of believe in, Adoree Jackson, Mac McWilliams, and of course the guy who we all want to win the spot, Kelee Ringo. Mind you, the Eagles have freed up some more money when June 1st hit. James Bradberry and Big Play Slay's money came off, and we can't forget the little bit of savings we got with the Bryce Huff trade. With all that being said, I do think $16 million is too high. Again, if he sits on the open market and his price comes down and he wants to win and we can get him cheaper, then I will consider it. Flipping things over to an Eagle that only has 1 year left on his deal, we're talking about Blankenship. He got extended an extra year last year, which would make the 2025 season the last year of his deal before he hits free agency. So I'm looking for the Eagles to work out an extension. I would love to see one before the season, but at least during the season, we need to keep the exciting whites and the exciting mics on the Eagles. I do think you can get an extension for Blankenship that is good for him and also good for the team. I like the young trio of Coop, Quinyon, and Blankenship. Staying with the defense in general, Zack Baun went on the Exciting Mike's podcast, and they talked about how the defense is even going to be better this year.
What do you think your motivation is to, coming back now, for this next season?
For me, it's always been like personal, like a competitor. I'm driven internally to just be the best at whatever I'm trying to do. And then obviously watching tape from last year, like I had 150 tackles or whatever, but I'm like, but I missed 29 of them. I could have had this, or I dropped this, or I could have punched at the ball here. So there's always stuff to get better at, and I think we have a lot to do as a defense too.
Oh yeah,
like to think that was all of our first year in that scheme.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy. Actually.
Like, what are we gonna do next year? Like,
I know.
Already, I feel like we're miles ahead of where we were last year at this time.
No, we're miles ahead, which is a good thing. Great thing.
Yeah.
We're having these high level conversations in OTAs. We haven't really been thrown in the fire.
We're not even like planning for who we're like our offense. Like
so a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
That could help us.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I believe his exact words were, "We are miles ahead of where we were last year," which is absolutely crazy. So I want to keep all the guys together: Reed, Coop, Quinyon, and Zack Baun. And I also like how he spoke about his motivation being not looking at what he did great last year, but looking at what he did bad last year. He don't care that he had 150 total tackles. What he does care about is the 29 missed tackles. And when you're an all-pro linebacker, worrying about the little things you did wrong, that's how you stay an all-pro linebacker. Year 2 in the Fangio scheme for all 4 of these guys is going to be legit. Real quick, we trying to do another jersey giveaway. If this video gets 35,000 views and 1,500 likes, we'll give another Jalen Hurts Super Bowl 59 jersey or any player from the Eagles Super Bowl 59 win that you want. All you got to do to enter is hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and go to the comment section and type 2025 repeat season. Last thing I want to say about the Eagles defense, comparing it to the rest of the NFC East, how each NFC East defense was built. Look at the Eagles. It was all built via the draft, except for one big-time free agent signing in Zack Baun. The one to the right is the Commanders, and look at it. They only got 3 players drafted. Everybody else is free agent signings and or trades, this, that, and the third. As for the Cowboys, most of their players are through the draft, but they do got 1, 2, 3, 4 players that were picked up in free agency, and the Giants have more free agent signings than the Cowboys, but way less than the Commanders, who, like I said, only got 3 drafted players. But again, the Eagles do it right. Oh, by the way, today's not just Father's Day. June 15th is also Super Bowl champion head coach Nick Sirianni's 44th birthday. So I want to give him a shout out. I know the league tries to disrespect our coach, but he's been to Super Bowl, won one. He's only 44 years old and only been doing it for a little while. The Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni era continues to win against all odds and without people giving them their respect. Switching gears to some more CJGJ drama. I guess he was on IG Live and an Eagle fan said something to him and he responded.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all that now. You won't see another ring without Philly. That's crazy. They probably won't see one without me. The fuck you talking about? You saw what happened when I left. I'm going to pop it now. Fuck y'all talking about. I'm glad I'm in Texas.
Yeah, the Eagle fan provoked it, but he went a little too far saying there's no way we're going to win without him, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I wish him best of luck with the Houston Texans, unless we play him, which would only be in the Super Bowl. With all that being said, you know my stance on it. I wouldn't have traded him, but I understand it simply because there were salary cap implications according to Howie. And even CJ said it when he was first traded. Yes, he had a lot of picks for the Eagles, but he also gave us some touchdowns. I wouldn't have done it, but it is what it is. We all need to move on. Speaking of the trade, the player we got, Kenyon Green, one of the newer Eagles on this team, might not even make the roster. And if he don't, that trade looks even worse than what it already was. But as we always say, in Howie, we trust. Teams that make trades and signings like the Eagles ain't always going to hit on everything. Look at Bryce Huff, look at Devin White, and now possibly Kenyon Green. But when we do hit, we hit it out the park. Saquon Barkley, Zack Baun, A.J. Brown, Big Play Slay, the list goes on and on. Now you may be wondering, Philly Mike, why do you think Kenyon Green, who we traded for, won't even make the roster? Here's why. I know it's only OTAs and training camp is going to determine much more, but the second team offensive lineman was left to right. Kendall Lamb, Trevor Keegan, Drew Kendall, Matt Pryor, and Darian Kinnard. Third team offensive line, left to right. Cameron Williams, Kenyon Green, Drew Kendall, Holland Pierce, and Lakin V. So Kenyon Green, who we traded for, former first-round pick, he's new to the Eagles. Maybe that's why he's third team. But being third team offensive lineman looks to me like he might end up on the practice squad, which again would mean we gave C.J. Gardner Johnson up for nothing. But it is what it is. We trust Howie Roseman. And who knows, training camp could shake out differently and Kenyon Green could move up. We're going to see a lot of tough battles. Eagles always have players push other players. And we know about the offensive line guru we have in Jeff Stoutland. Let's see how everything shakes out. With all that being said, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Go enter the jersey giveaway. Hopefully we get enough that we give the jersey away. Joe Eagle won the other one. Lastly, we used to take a long time to get the jersey winner out, but I found a new website that just takes the keyword from my video and puts it all on the spinny wheel so we don't have to manually enter it. I'll catch you on the next one. Muscle up. Love y'all to death. Once again, happy Father's Day. We out.